And, speaking of videos online, I was going to finally take a look at your video podcast, but,
yes,
you decided to do a Lord of the Rings thing as far as podcasts go.
It's the Lord of the Rings version of podcast because it's 20 minutes long.
Well, for a podcast, that's very long, Anthony.
Well,
I've been telling you for weeks, will you edit this dumb thing down? It's not a masterpiece. It's you in your home being completely psychotic about your guns. Make it 5 minutes so a lot more people... No, it has to be... It has to be seen in its entirety.
Actually, I consider this the pilot episode of my Anthony's Office series.
I understand that.
So it was like a special, huge version. Mm-hmm. It's 20 minutes long. I really didn't think it was going to be 20 minutes long. I didn't want to edit it down and do any of that. So I just kind of put it out there. Laszlo did a bunch of sound effects and stuff on it and music, did a great job, and popped it up there. It's 20 minutes. It's a small file. That's why the quality, it could be better video-wise, but in order to make it fit anywhere.
The quality could be better, too, if you knock this down to 5 to 7 minutes.
That's what I mean. It has to be 5 minutes.
You're kind of a pompous ass in the video podcast world.
Exactly. No,
you're not Peter Jackson.
You're
not...
I'm the Peter Jackson of podcasts.
And this better not be a trilogy.
No, this is the only one that's going to be this long. All the rest are going to be 5 minutes long. 5 minutes, no more. I didn't realize because I set everything up, and then I sit down in my chair, and I just started going off, just talking. I didn't have a script or anything, so I didn't know how long I was going to go. And then I realized I went over 25 minutes. I did cut a couple of things out, but I went over like 20 minutes, and it didn't seem like that.
Another hint: keep the alcohol out of it.
Well,
and then you'll edit yourself. Look,
I think it was a little more.
I see you. I'm looking at it right now. It's you with a cocktail. I think the cocktail had something to do with.
Well, I had to take a sip for drama. It was dramatic pause and the clinking of the ice in the glass. I think really set the mood.
Yeah, but
it set the mood.
But you got a straw.
The quality of the original, though, right off the camera, is amazing. But, you got to put it online, so you don't want it up there at 120 gigs.
This is how it was meant to be seen, man.
Yeah, director's cut. It's the director's cut.
Yuck.
You're right, though. He is a pompous boob.
Oh, I am.
His big chair. You know what? If you could get away with it, you'd have a smoking jacket.
I was thinking of a smoking jacket.
Yeah, you're going to need some... costumes.
Yes, a few costume changes.
Because you in a t-shirt and your comfy chair, you look like a big comfy chair guy.
But
the chair's a little big for you.
I do realize. No, well, I know. I wanted it to be a big pompous chair in a pompous room. And me talking like a complete lunatic about my paranoia of home invasion. And I think that came off. I could have cut it down. This will, for people that complain that it's too long, I understand. The rest will not be this long. But I think you should watch this as a service to yourself and your family.
Couldn't this have been 5 seconds?
No!
Guns good, home invaders bad! Protect yourself!
I had to put things in the little TV screen.
I see that.
I think it helps spread the word to people to be safe in their home. And I talk about how embarrassing it would be to have something happen in your house because then you got to move.
I had a decision I had to make last night. Do I watch Anthony's long video podcast or another episode of Little People, Big World? And you lost out to midgets last night.
It's a video podcast, so with 20 minutes, it's like if you put commercials in, it's a half-hour TV show.
Yeah, but it's just you in a chair.
Yes.
No one wants to look at you for 20 minutes.
I'm discussing things, and there are things popping up on the TV screen.
How about another camera angle or something? Don't you watch 60 Minutes?
I'm going to do that. Actually, my next one, I'm going to have a camera kind of to the side behind me. So occasionally in black and white, you'll see the camera and the lighting and everything and still hear me talking. So that way you'll get like that back view. So you get to, it kind of takes you out of it and puts you in where you see the camera and the equipment.
Well, he's in a chair for the whole time. It's a real sitcom.
And where could they see this video podcast?
All you have to do, thank you, Laszlo, is go to Laszlo.com. That's easy.
LAZLOW.
LOW.
And I believe all this info will be up on ondaradio.com later today.
And it's making its way around already. People are reposting it in other places, other websites. But Laszlo is a great guy. Check out his stuff on there, too. It's right on the front page.
Where is it being reposted?
I think it's on Dig.
Dig?
And, somebody else mirrored it.
Mentalinstitute.org.
Yeah, Whack Bag. It's just, it's popping up.
Yeah.
It'll get around. And people that have seen it, the reviews are in. A lot of people agree. A lot of people also call me a complete lunatic.
Well, that's what they're calling you on the instant feedback today. But
yes.
But why pay attention to
that? A complete lunatic.
Yeah, complete lunatic. Why don't you wear your Charlie Brown shirt for the podcast, by the way?
People are goofing on my Charlie Brown shirt, too. I knew it when I took it out of the closet today. I'm like, I like the striped shirt, but
I just want to move a football out of your way.
It's a striped shirt.
Hey, let's say hi to Ian in Rochester, the home of Brother Weeze. What's up, Ian?
Hey, Ian.
Hey, Owen, I love you guys, love the show.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I just wanted to call. I was so excited. I ran home last night from work, and I'm thinking, I got to see this Anthony thing on his iPod.
Oh, the podcast.
His firearms and his racial affinity for firearms. Yeah. Anywho, I get my girlfriend to look at the show, or to look at the thing. Anthony starts going on, filling banana clips, talking about aiming Enfields and talking about how the shotgun is the best because the rifle is causing collateral damages. It's going through houses and hitting the neighbors. Man, she has lost all respect for me and the kind of thing I do every day. I'm a driver. So I come home and I tell her how it's kind of an intellectual show. You guys are smart. You guys are cool. Now she just has completely given up on me.
She thinks I'm crazy?
Well, I got a Mauser not too long ago, so I've got this rifle in my house, but it's an antique weapon, and it's cool, and it's fun. And I had to, I had to tell her, look, we live in the city, and there's, just in case anything happens, we want something around. And I thought this was going to be the selling point for the next step.
Oh, yeah. Perhaps if you want to get a weapon for the house, you shouldn't show that podcast. Yeah. It's good advice, but I think after reviewing it myself, that could be a problem. People, I don't know, people kind of, I'm surprised people have commented that I come off a little crazy in that.
I would say this. I don't mean to interrupt you, sir, but I haven't even seen the podcast yet. You can go to Laszlo.com and see
it. With the W, by the way.
Yes,
people are getting confused.
LAZLOW.com,
yeah.
But I just know Anthony and the way he talks about guns. He probably talks about guns in the same erotic tone that I would talk about pornography.